oh, you're caking your face and this and that. So it's like I couldn't really win. And it's like, okay, if I don't have makeup, I'm ugly, but then if I do have makeup, I'm over the top and I'm trying to be something I'm not. Like, I just didn't know where I could find a balance. And I was doing a video and I was like, I just don't want to edit this. I just don't want to edit or Photoshop this. I'm just going to upload it. And I did. And that was the first time I ever got cyberbullied on the internet. I think loads of people were just shocked and they were like, your skin looks like that. And I was like taken back, like, oh my God, like I've never been online bullied before like this. You know, I've been bullied in school, but not by people online. And then I realized, I was like, oh my God, people do have a major problem if you don't look a certain way and they just attack you for it. I think the first few days I felt like I made a mistake. I was like, what have you done? Like, people are saying the nastiest things to you. You know, it was just so horrible and I felt like, oh my God, should I just delete this and go back to Photoshopping? Should I just, you know, stop this and pretend it never happened and stuff like that? And a part of me was just sick and tired of it. I was just like, no, I don't want to. I don't care, but a lot of the comments were hard to deal with at first because it was just so over the top and horrible. It was terrible. It was just like things that you could never imagine saying to somebody. And I was just like, oh my God, like, is this just all because of the way my skin is? Like, I can't believe it. But at the same time, I was just like, I've spent so many years trying to be something I'm not, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I started to develop acne at the age of 11, and I thought it was just teenage spots, so I didn't really pay much attention to it. And then, yeah, after I went to the doctor, they just told me that I've got acne-prone skin. So the acne that I've got is called cystic acne, which means it's hormonal, which means it's all over the chin and the neck area. I think at the time I just thought, that's it, like, you know, you can never be pretty, you've just got like this skin and you're just gonna have to stick with it and that's it. I don't think anyone understood how much of an effect it had because you just constantly think the worst of yourself. And even when those people are not saying it to you, you still think of it because you know that they're thinking it because I've said it to you so many times before. A few of the cusses I would get at school was like, oh, you don't clean yourself and, you know, you don't eat healthy, you eat junk food. And a lot of them is just like, you know, they just don't make any sense because, you know, you can clean your pillow as many times as you want, but if it's hormonal and genetic or whatever it is, like, there's not much you can do about it. I think that although it's, you know, a really long time ago, you know, school and stuff, I think till today, if I get upset over one thing, it would just spiral back to things that have happened like 10 years ago. And I think that has a lot to do with like your mental health and stuff. I still get my down days, but I think now I'm more positive and I can handle it a bit better because I know that it's your appearance are not everything, and your skin, it shouldn't allow you to feel like you're worthless or you're not as beautiful as someone with clear skin. You know, I would tell myself every single day before school to just feel good in my skin and to feel my best. But because of the way I was treated, I just felt like I would go into a zone where I would be like, okay, you have to just cover your face up, like you have to cover it up like a lot with a lot of makeup, and you know, just don't give anyone the chance to say anything about your skin. It didn't work. I think that a lot of people, you know, it made my skin look a lot worse than what it looked like without the makeup, and I felt like it would be from one cuss to another, like, oh, you're caking your face and this and that. So it's like I couldn't really win. And it's like, okay, if I don't have makeup, I'm ugly, but then if I do have makeup, I'm over the top and I'm trying to be something I'm not. Like, I just didn't know where I could find a balance. And I did, all my teen years, I never went out properly. I would spend majority of the time in my room. I just didn't want anyone to see me. I just didn't want people to look at my face. I felt like all the things that people have said to me are true and that, maybe I do have a disease on my face and I shouldn't be walking around letting people see it. They're gonna, you know, if I just felt like I shouldn't be around people. So I just tried my best to stay at home as much as I could. Yeah, I do feel like I've missed out on a lot of things, and you know, sometimes I feel like, oh well, like I really wish I didn't allow people's comments to get to me, because that's a part of my teen years and I will never get that back. And you know, if I never got, and I sometimes blame myself, like, why did you get so emotional? Why did you allow these comments to get to you? But then I'm just like, I didn't know any way else to be. So, but I do definitely regret it. Yeah, so I went to the doctors and, you know, I thought I obviously had teenage spots, and I just thought I would get a cream and then it would be over with. And I wasn't panicking when I first got it, because I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get a teenage spot cream and it'll be done. And then when I went to the doctors, they were like, no, you actually have acne prone skin. And I was just like, what's that? Like, what is it and how can I get rid of it? And they were like, well, it's not that simple. People have acne till they're 30, 40, and I'm just like, okay. So what can I do about it? And I was given lots of antibiotics, lots of creams, serums, and nothing really worked. So I just went to the pharmacy and I got stuff for myself, and again, nothing worked hardly for my skin. So I tried a lot of products that I seen on TV, and that's why I'm so passionate about not photoshopping, especially when I'm using a skincare product, because you're selling a lie. If you've got clear skin and you're promoting, oh, it works for acne prone skin, like, to someone that has acne, they'll believe that, they'll buy the product and, you know, wish that it'll work, and it just doesn't. And I can't even get into how much I've spent on all these products. It's ridiculous. I thought it would get better. I still had hope. But then when I hit my 16, 18, 20th, I'm like, my skin's not getting better. It's just like, it's actually getting a lot worse. Like, it's not going away. And I'm 24 now and I still have it. And I'm just like, okay, so I think mentally I've accepted that I'm probably gonna have it for the rest of my life. And I'm more content now to be like, okay, that's fine. I think before I was fighting against it. But now I'm just like, because I can't really remember my life with clear skin. So I'm just like, I can't really miss anything. Do you know what I mean? Because I've never experienced it. So when I first started Instagram, I photoshopped my photos a lot. I think it was to the point where you couldn't even tell it was my face. My skin looked super flawless, my makeup looked so flawless, and like, yeah, it was just a lot of Photoshop. It took about, I think, before uploading a photo, I'd spend about half an hour to an hour on each photo before uploading it, just so like it looked perfect. I felt awful doing it because I knew I didn't look like that. I knew my skin wasn't as flawless, but I just felt like I had to prove to people that I looked like it in some way, which is ridiculous. Like, why would you do that? I think it's like people can have flawless skin, I get that, but you know, for someone that grew up seeing something like that, it just makes you feel like, well, because you don't look like that, you can never be as pretty as this person, or you can never look like this person, you can never feel good in yourself, because all you see is flawless beauty. So whenever I post on my account how I look, I just want to show people that it's not always like that, and it's not even a bad thing if it's not. It's just that people are different, and that's okay. You would think that I would want to carry on photoshopping with all the compliments that I got, but it was like, posting it, I felt worse, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not you. This is not how you look like. And I just felt like it got to a point where I was like, I'm tired of hiding myself, and I just want people to see me how I am. And if they don't like it, then, you know, there's nothing that I can do about it. But I just didn't want to hide who I was anymore. I think when a lot of people were like being nasty and stuff, it's very easy just to turn away and to like hide your account or delete it, or, you know, not want to be a part of it. But you're not going to please everyone, and you just have to do what's good for yourself. And if you feel confident, then that's all that matters. I think it took a while because a lot of people were shocked and they were really opinionated. But when they started to realize that it's not just me showing my skin, it's me helping people, me showing them that you don't have to look a certain way to be beautiful. A lot of people understood me, and they were really happy that I was doing that because it was helping them along whatever journey they were going through, and I was really happy about that. It's not because you don't wash your pillowcase. It's not because you have dairy. You know, there's so many underlying health problems that could cause you to have acne-prone skin. There's genetics, you know, there's hormonal problems. So before pinpointing at someone, blaming them for the skin being the way it is, you know, you just have to be a bit more sensitive because you don't know what kind of health problems they have either. And yeah, just stop judging people with acne-prone skin, really. Take care of yourself. You know, I'm not saying neglect your skin. Take care of your skin. Do what you can. But if your acne is not going, if your condition or anything is not getting better the way, you know, you want it to, then it's okay. Then it's fine. Like, you are going to be okay, and you should never allow something like this to get to you or to break your spirit or make you feel upset.